Today we're 3D printing and painting a white dragon, and we're also going to explore white dragons in D&D. If you're into 3D printing and Dungeons & Dragons, you've stumbled onto the right page, or maybe it was the algorithm gods that brought you here. Either way, it's the right time to subscribe. I'm Brian DeLuca, and this is Make or Build It, and today we are 3D printing and painting a white dragon. We got this model from Loot Studios, and we're going to talk about white dragons while we show you the assembly process and the painting process for this white dragon. Let's get started. So let's talk a little bit about white dragons in Dungeons & Dragons. White dragons, known as ice worms or great glaciers, are the embodiment of cold and unforgiving Arctic landscapes. They are among the most primal and animalistic of dragonkind, preferring the savage frozen north where their chilling breath reigns supreme. Okay, hold that place. Let's get this white dragon assembled. We're going to use JB Weld for plastics, which is one of my personal favorite adhesives for 3D prints. Now, it's a two-part epoxy that works really well. I'm just going to squeeze some into this cup. What's really cool is you can reseal it, which is nice. And unfortunately, I ran out of like the little popsicle sticks I usually use, but we're just going to use this paintbrush. So first, let's assemble the mount. So we're just going to put some of this JB Weld for plastics on both sides of it, and I'm going to add some for this. You got to make sure you mix it up actually too. Now, what's interesting about this? So this is a model from Loot Studios, and I want to show you guys something. Let me just get this bonded a little bit together. So what was really interesting about this model, and if you saw my videos on keys and cuts, this is the version that was for FDM, and you see no keys and cut on this. So the pieces are just assembling pretty much flat together. I guess I could have put these models together and 3D printed this all at once, or some of them. But in the resin model, because they expect the printers to be smaller, they actually put keys and cuts in here. So as you can see, there are little notches, your keys, that assemble the pieces together so they go together correctly. So this actually happened when I did this dragon too. I realized there were no keys and cuts. I should have thought about it a little more. But I just wanted to show you guys this. So this is why it's important to have keys and cuts in your designs when you 3D model something, especially if it's a bigger piece, in order for it to go together easier and actually create some strength in the bonding. Because right now, because there's no keys and cuts with this, it's pretty much just bonded to itself, right? There's no additional mechanical connection that helps it stay sealed. So we're going to do these pieces and we're going to get these together. This may be a little bit easier. This dragon head needs to be mounted to this jaw. So this is the bottom of the jaw. So we're going to get these bonded together. This should be a little bit easier because we could put these like that. So let's start with that part first. So these are the last two pieces, and this is how you know it must be an ancient white dragon. It has dentures. Let's glue these in. I feel like a dentist. Dentist to the dragons. Okay, there we go. We're going to let this dry. We're going to let this set. Then we're going to paint it and continue on this journey of building this 3D printed white dragon. Let's get back to white dragons in D&D while we paint this model. White dragons are known for their sleek, icy blue scales, razor-sharp, ice-cold claws, and frosty breath that can freeze an adventurer in their tracks. Smaller than many other chromatic dragons, the white dragons make up for their size with ferocity and a heightened sense of survival. Their scales range from glossy white to crystal blue, helping them blend seamlessly into snowy environments. White dragons are solitary and territorial, often motivated by base instincts rather than intricate plans of their chromatic kin. They are known to be highly intelligent, yet prefer brutal force over cunning. They create vast caverns of icy fortresses deep within glaciers or icy mountains, often surrounding themselves with the remnants of past conquest. White dragons possess abilities that reflect their Arctic nature, making them formidable opponents. Frost Breath is their signature attack. It is a cone of icy breath capable of freezing enemies solid. In high-level encounters, these can devastate unprepared parties. Naturally, white dragons are immune to cold and thrive in Arctic climates. Some older white dragons can even alter the weather, causing blizzards to trap or disorient foes. Their enhanced senses are adapted for harsh, icy terrain. White dragons have keen senses that help them detect prey across great distances. Combat with a white dragon can be a deadly affair. They use their icy environment to their advantage, ambushing from above or lurking beneath snowdrifts to unleash their frost breath unexpectedly. A white dragon often softens its prey with breath attacks from a distance, retreating into hiding and striking. In melee, it uses claws and teeth with relentless fury. Adventurers facing white dragons should bring equipment to withstand cold damage, and, if possible, lay traps to use fire spells to counteract the dragon's icy defenses. Thanks for joining me while I 3D printed, assembled, and painted this white dragon. For more on 3D printing, Dungeons & Dragons, DIY, and maker projects, make sure to like and follow Maker Build It, and remember, keep on making. Thank you.